Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2. Today we are doing Sequence 6, and of course, as you've been following me, you already know this is a marathon, day number 6, leading up to Assassin's Creed Origins. Let's go ahead and get the game started. We are, of course, this dude, Desmond. He's escaped Abstergo and is now training through his ancestor Ezio Auditore to try to be a better assassin. We have just recently foiled the Pazzi conspiracy, saving Lorenzo di Medici and killing the conspirators, as they were all Templars. He's taken on the work of his father, who was secretly an assassin. Now we continue. Where are we headed? Oh, we gotta talk to Leonardo. That's what we're doing. On the corner. No. Palazzo di Medici. We're talking to Lorenzo? Alright.
The Pazzi are dead. Every one of them.
I must admit, I've never before believed I could desire the death of others so badly.
Nor I.
Ezio, thank you for the role you've played in keeping this dream of mine alive a little longer.
L'onore è mio, signore.
What will you do now, figliolo?
There are still others I must hunt, signore. They are already digging their claws into the heart of Venezia.
No. La bella Venezia. Then that is where your journey must take you, Ezio. Before you leave us, I have something for you. A gift.
This cape identifies you as a friend of the Medici. As long as you wear it, the city guards will be more tolerant of your actions. But be warned, it will not grant you immunity from the law. Che la fortuna favorisca la tua lama.
Long story short, that means my notoriety won't raise, but if I commit a crime in front of... Okay, it is on. But if I commit a crime in front of guards, they're gonna come after me. Alright, blue, is that what? And that must be... Drawing a blank. Leonardo. Probably saying, if I remember right, this is where we say goodbye and find out he's not at home. This way. Alright, let's get off these streets.
Perdonate, I don't know what came over.
I may be a bit disorganized, but I do know my Smith.
Leonardo! Leonardo!
Mi dispiace, messer, but he is gone. Maestro Leonardo was commissioned by a Venetian noble to paint some portraits. He paid for the maestro to move his entire workshop to Venezia. It's quite an opportunity.
Grazie mille, friend.
Alright. So, that means... No... Cuomo. Well, that was weird. I've never seen that happen before. Is he still technically blending with those two? Look like it. Well, actually, you know what, since I don't know how to get out of this city, even though I know it so well, I need to go and gather some coin from Monteriggioni, and that place is much easier to get out of. Alright. We're gonna go get the coin. See if we can gather some stuff. We'll put some money into the city, and then specifically within the doctor and the tailor. And if we have enough to max out the blacksmith, we'll do that too. Excuse me. Oh, we have just about enough only to max out the tailor. Or not the tailor, the
Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
blacksmith. Oh, the blacksmith is already maxed out. Cool. Let's get the doctor. And one more on the tailor. How much more? No, we won't.
Buon
We'll
viaggio!
leave that there. Put this into armor and armament. Because I will need more health leading into the final two towns, specifically Venice. Let's start by the tailor and see what pouches are for sale. What colors do you have? I typically, when I change the color, I typically go with that emerald, that Tuscan emerald. It's a very beautiful color. But I want to stick with the red. Large medicine pouch. And then specific. I don't use them, so we're not going to buy them.
An excellent choice, signore.
First things first, we don't need the apothecary supplies, but well, I guess we do. But I'm gonna keep that on station.
That's it.
Just
I'm back
in
if you need
case.
me.
And we'll spend the rest of it in armament. If we have any money left, we'll buy a better sword. I bought the house meat vembraces, so I shouldn't spend all my money on that. How much money do I have? 57. Probably should not buy. What are the weapons worth? Probably should buy this captain's sword, even though it takes so much. I don't have enough money for the scimitar. That would be scimitar, or this mace would be the best bet, but 44.20, they're both the same price, aren't they? That will leave me with like 1,200 bucks. To be honest, I would rather have armor. So we're gonna buy the Spalders.
Ciao, signore. E mention me to your amici.
Alright, let's go swipe a horse and ride to the... Actually, no, we're not gonna... Yeah, we'll swipe a horse. That way we don't have to find one when we go. Because really, to get to our mission, we have to ride through Florence. So instead of doing a fast travel, if I remember right, this will not only give us a horse, but put us on the path to the mission. So we gotta stay outside and essentially just turn right here. Suppose I could have crossed up there, huh? Good job, horse. Let's go up the mountains. To the mountains. believe these are the Peony Mountains, I think. Not certain. Can I start this on my horse? Okay, cool.
Ezio? What luck! I have run into a bit of trouble.
Let me see if I can help.
I know how to fix it, but lack the means to do so. If you could just lift the wagon.
What is this thing?
Eh?
It looks like a giant bat.
Oh, nothing. Just an idea I've been working on. I could not leave it behind.
What is it for?
Well, I shouldn't really talk about it. Al diavolo, I can't hold it in anymore. Ezio, I think I figured out how to make a man fly.
He's excited. Look at his eyes.
Come on, I'll
It
drive.
amazes me. This
But I
game
haven't even
can
told
get
you where
the
I'm going.
facial expressions, but a newer game like Mass Effect Andromeda can't. It's hilarious to me. Little side note, this scene is in Assassin's Creed Revelations. It was the first Assassin's Creed book written by Oliver Bowden. And in this scene, Leonardo was not traveling alone. He had 2 guards with him, and it took all 3 of them, the guards and Ezio,
Such a
to lift
beautiful
up
city.
the
So many sources of
carriage.
inspiration. Ponte del Salto, Piazza San Marco, l'Arsenale. What's wrong?
We're not alone.
What's happening? Who are they?
Rodrigo Borgia's men.
Why? What do they want with us?
I think they want us dead.
Leonardo, hide! They're trying to plant
Steer
a
the
fort.
horses.
Knock them off! Ezio, someone's on top! Do sharp turns to make the carriage roll!
Oh, yeah, that gets the wall. No.
Watch
No,
out.
no.
Don't let the carriage roll over.
Thank you. Oh, he did fall. Good. Nope. Maybe it's supposed to walk right there anyway. Cool. Oh, there's a thing. If you are looking to gather all the treasures, I recommend coming back through here after you've collected all the feathers. That way you can carry the auditory cape and get the achievement for that as well. Get it all in one go. I think the way this is designed, you can't miss everything. And if you can, I don't know how. Oh, that wasn't close enough? That guy also. Oh, come on, he hit that. Check carriage now here. In a bad way. Oh, that's not good.
Watch out behind! Hold on, Ezio! You're almost there!
Thank you, Leonardo. You are very helpful. Cool. Cool, I made it.
Go, Leonardo. They are here for me. Not you. I'll catch up with you later.
You would think, though, that if anyone got away from here, that this would mark Leonardo for death. Wow, this is why I took armor. Come on, big guy, I want you to come after me.
Get her tired of it! Get me little flank him and keep it simple. Never the way we go down the Swiss.
There we go, that's what I wanted. Take your axe to the face. That guy picked up the sword. Not gonna help you, man. It's too weak against your axe. I like the heavy weapon counter kills. They're brutal, but like that little just bloop, hilarious to me anyway. All right, is there a horse? There's some horses. Because I am not walking into Forley. I wonder if that would be considered Grand Theft dressage. Still a horse. It's an achievement in Assassin's Creed Syndicate for anyone who doesn't know. I think you have to steal 10 carriages, something like that. Don't remember. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to head inside the city. This is Forley, and we're going to pick up a few things. We're going to actually, that gate. We are, wow, excuse me. We're going to get that tomb right there. Is this not deep enough? No, it is deep enough. Cool. Thank goodness he can swim, unlike Altair. And then we're gonna get a high point or two and see if we can find. See if we can find codex pages.
But my goods are worth the extra quadrille. I've never stopped shopping merchandise.
Sounds like a guy's ready to shoot me with an arrow. Which is funny, they come after me and not the guy that I'm chasing. Can I climb there? Oh cool, I can. Gotta have major dexterity in your hands to grab window panes like that. See, as you can see, there's one right there. I'm fairly sure there isn't any in the countryside. There might be, but I don't think so. We'll get this one, and then we'll pop over to that tomb, and then talk about who has a shrine there.
On him!
Nope, not getting one far away. That works.
Now you show what type of men you really are.
Oh, and not the Medici cape does not only work in Florence, but in San Gimignano as well.
Madre Santa!
Assassino sighted! Forley is no longer safe! Come to your homes and loved ones!
Who's gonna make it?
Was it here? Is it
Come, friend.
cool.
Here the customer is
Random
always
one on the
around.
floor, that's great.
As he's
On
guided
ground
by
level.
me.
Hey, calm down.
Now there is an achievement in this game for both Wetland Ebony and Wetlands Ivory. It's something like what is it called? Perfect Harmony or something, because of the song Ebony and Ivory. I don't really care for the other ones
No
here
harm
though.
in browsing. Ciao.
All right, the Rocca di Ravanaldino. I am not going to pronounce that again. But I'm gonna do some swimming. Not with the chain in my face though. Once we get inside, we're going to look for those flags because I have noticed now that they are prominent within the tomb, in the area leading up to the tomb, or drawing a blank. Essentially shrine. Shrine was the word I was looking for. This one's not too bad. Okay, so the assassin that is entombed here is, I believe, pronounced Quailan Gall. He would end up helping to assassinate Genghis Khan. There were 4 assassins who, within the lore, that worked to assassinate Genghis Khan. There was Altair ibn Ahad. We know him from the first game. His wife Maria, who, believe it or not, was the squire for. Is this a? Yeah, I'm gonna dive. The squire for Robert de Sable in Memory Block 6 of the last game. And their son, is this an up and a back? Oh, no, there's, no? I don't remember. How do I get up? Oh, there we go. And their son, I believe, there we go. Their son, Darim. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. We'll hear it later in Revelations. Historically, though, Genghis Khan would die in August of 1277 during the fall of Yinchuan. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Exact cause remains a mystery, and it's usually attributed to a handful of things. Either he was killed in action, he became sick, he fell from his horse, or wounds during hunting or a battle, which... Okay. But, within the lore, the 4 assassins would end up flushing him out of his tent in the night by setting his camp afire. Qulan, I believe, that's how it's pronounced, and Darim would pursue him. Qulan would shoot his horse and cause him to fall and become injured, and then Darim would shoot him with a crossbow. The reason they did this was because they felt the Mongol Empire that Genghis Khan was being a tyrant. Yep, green flag with a bow. Absolutely, that's cool. And he was using a Sword of Eden. Let's see if I can go back jump here. Oh no, I know where I'm supposed to. I remember now. To create his empire. Dude, Ezio, up. So that's essentially I don't remember how to do this one. this and up and around. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Up. There we go.
Let you!
Yep. Alright, so
Let you!
up again. Oh, no. Dang it. Got distracted by the chest sound.
Let you! Nana, there he is!
you knew I was there, yet you couldn't guard against it. That's funny. A lot of back jumps here. This is timed. I have to get there within a certain time and then pull that lever again and get over there. Dude. Dude. Wish I knew how that happened. Typically, if you're all on it real quick, you don't have to worry about that. Typically, it goes that easy. Do. Going left. Going left. At least I'm pretty sure that's still left, right? Down and in.
Let you! Not so fast, Strong.
Swung wildly. Thought he could hit me. Oh,
There! On him!
weirdo. Just keep going down.
He looks from Echelon! There! He's escaping! Don't you?
That could be him. I see him!
Love fighting the hidden blade. It makes things so much easier. Up there. Lead this way. I seriously think he could catch that. But you're meant to climb up and around. And up to the shield and over. Find the burial chamber, which is another timed event. And if you don't know the path, it's rough. Don't you do it, Ezio. Rough. You don't know the path. So here we go. Well, it looks like the top of the sarcophagus is all the same statuette. So this would be seal number 4, leaving 2 in Venice. Alright, so we're going to now hunt for the codex pages, and while we do that, I want to talk about the history of Forli, which is the city we're in. The exact date of formation is unclear, though some historians believe that the first sediment, that is river dirt, essentially. The first settlement of the ancient Roman Forum was built approximately 188 BC and would have been constructed by Gaius Livius Salinator. And in around 1480, Pope Sixtus IV, wrong place. Pope Sixtus would claim the Signori, the government, for his nephew Girolamo Riario. I don't remember if we see him or not. I don't think so. I think he might be dead at this point. But he was married to Caterina Sforza, who we will meet here in Memory or 2, but we won't discuss her until the next game, until Brotherhood. She is more prominent there. But she was known as the Abominable Lady of Forli. Where's the bank? It's the other side. And she is actually associated with the city as their last independent history. That's why we're mentioning her now. These two. Because Forli was seized in 1488 by the Visconti, and in 1499 by Cesare Borgia, who we'll talk about in the next game as well. I think if we hit that high point, we'll get a bigger, broader sense. But again, I don't think there's any I don't think there's any codex pages outside the city. Again, if I am incorrect, we'll just use the map that we get later. So after it was I thought that was really bad. So after Cesare took it over, when he died, Forli became subject directly to the Pope. Here, grab that. Dang it. And after it would become subject to the Pope in the 19th century, Forli was part of the Italian unification, which in itself was a political and cultural and social movement in an attempt to move Italy from city-states to one unified nation. The whole Italian peninsula, instead of just the city-states. However, the city and its farmers had difficulty adapting to the agreement. So, thus, it rose to Republican and Socialist parties within the city. I thought that was a fun little tidbit. But the biggest thing, I would say, in recent history, oh, there was another Codex page, was that in 1920, Benito Mussolini was actively involved in foreign politics about 20 years before World War II. Well, you know that. But that, from about 1920 to 1940, before the start of World War II, he was involved heavily in foreign politics. The war ended up leaving the city destroyed, but the city was destroyed, losing monuments and art, and the Church of San Bagallo, which I believe is actually in this game, I'm not 100% certain, was destroyed. And after the war, though, the city bounced back, and it's in a new stage of economic and democratic life. So, even through the downtimes, they eventually bounced back. I wonder if that's meant to be the bank sign. Dang it.
We had trouble not far from here. Weaknesses were hard
I
to
am
give me a
going to
reason not
stab
to
you.
throw you in a cell. Ha! A dead man!
Bravo, ragazzo.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
One more sent to the Lord, and you'll find peace in the earth. Now, why would you do that to us?
Let's head on out. Grab this white stallion right here. Well, at least I think it's a stallion. It might be a mare. I don't know horses. And I'm not gonna look under its tail to find out. Oh, actually, let's turn here. Let's grab this 5 point. Ooh, and chest. We always need money. This is the way that thief stole it that led us to the Volpe was hilarious. What? I don't have your money. This is the way he said money was funny. And I guess we'll see real quick if I was right about. There actually might be a page out here, actually, now that I think about it. But it doesn't show. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. So glad I decided to hit that high point. So I was going to try to go straight to the area, but you can see the kind of diamondy area is water, and the horse won't go through that.
Yeah!
Ezio! Here! Over here!
That gets annoying if you don't go to him immediately. Let's draw our sword.
Thank you, Ezio.
Fight our way
You
out.
saved my life.
I did what had to be done. You would have done the same.
I doubt it. Bravery is not my strong suit. I owe you a debt, brother.
Di niente.
Tutti a bordo! Fra poco si salpa!
That's our traghetto. Venezia waits.
Where's your pass?
What pass?
You don't have a pass?
You cannot enter Venezia without a pass. Who invited you?
Nobody.
Basta! No pass, no entrance!
Don't worry, Leonardo. I'll come up with something.
Don't just stand there. I need help.
I want to know how she got there. Seriously. If she can't swim, or refuse to swim, how'd she get on a little island? How'd she get out there? Someone decide to take her on a ferry ride and leave her there?
Aiuto!
No, I'm not good with I want to call it a fairy, but that's not the right term I'm looking for.
Qualcuno mi aiuti! Aiuto!
Madonna.
Oh, you're good. The ladies must like you.
I wasn't looking to impress, only to help someone in distress.
Which is exactly why you impress. And you are Messer...
Auditore, but please, call me Ezio.
I'm Caterina. Now, Ezio, we must find you suitable reward. Do you have any suggestions?
There is perhaps something you could help me with.
I'm all ears.
Yes, that. Well, we'll wait until after. You've already seen the name pop up, so. You
Yes,
know who it is.
Signora. Whatever you say, Signora.
He won't trouble you anymore. I took care of it.
Thank you, Caterina.
Perhaps we'll see each other again. Should you ever find yourself in the city of Forli, it would be my pleasure to welcome you.
I look forward to enjoying your hospitality.
Please accept my most humble apologies, Messere. But had I known...
It's quite all right, my friend.
Yes, that was Caterina Sforza.
Be careful, Ezio. Do you know who that was?
My next conquest.
I don't think so, Ezio. That's Caterina Sforza, daughter of the Duca di Milano. Her husband is...
Husband?
See, her husband is the Lord of Forli. That woman is as powerful and dangerous as she is young and beautiful.
Sempre come una donna per me.
And he's just like, really? Dude, you're an idiot.
Everything all right?
Better than all right. You're making amazing progress.
Amazing is
You see the
quite a
map of
strong
Florence
word.
there?
Then why are we stopping?
Prolonged exposure to the Animus can have, side effects.
Awesome.
It's nothing to worry about. You haven't shown any of the symptoms.
Symptoms? What symptoms?
Degradation of cognition, temporal hallucinations, multiple awareness issues, overlapping realities, you know.
So what you're saying is...
What we're saying, Desmond, is if you're not careful, you may not need the Animus to visit with your ancestors, which wouldn't be a bad thing, assuming you could control it. Up until now, though, no one has.
Subject 16.
We have safeguards, Desmond. And they kept him in the Animus for way too long, sometimes days at a time. We're being careful with you.
I hope so.
Anyway, I was hoping we could test out your skill retention. See if you've picked up some of Ezio's abilities.
I'm game.
Great. Meet me downstairs when you're ready.
Someone explained, so we've been here maybe a day. Explain to me why she didn't change her shirt, why it's still covered in blood. Anybody? Give me a logical idea.
What could 16 have found that needs so much secrecy and security?
Oh, I don't know, do I? Lucy thinks it's something about the Codex, but I'm not so sure. I'm all ears if it's as life-changing as 16 says. Blimey, if I was allowed to use the Animus, I'd be the one in there finding out. Instead, as usual, I'm forced to sit here on the sidelines.
What are you up to?
What am I up? Who are you, my mum? I've been running traces on the Codex pages, looking to see if any of them are still around.
And?
Nothing concrete. Reports of one in the archives of the National Central Library in Florence. Maybe a few in the hands of collectors. Probably Templars. I'd send someone to check it out, but we're very short on manpower.
How do you think the Codex wound up in Italy? I mean, it seems so random.
Dante Alighieri by way of Marco Polo.
Seriously?
Something happened in 1321, yeah? Now, I'm still working on making the connections, but from what I can tell, Polo encountered the assassins while visiting Kubla Khan. This must be when he obtained the Codex. Now, when he returned to Italy, he passed it on to Dante. Dante was close to him, if not an assassin himself. Now, I've no idea what brought the two of them together, but I'll tell you what, I reckon we could find out.
I don't think Lucy wants us messing with the Animus.
Yeah, you're right. We've got enough to deal with. I guess satisfying my curiosity will have to wait.
How'd you get mixed up in all this?
Most assassins, Desmond, are like you, yeah? They're born into the Brotherhood. Not me, though.
Here we go.
What? He asked. Anyway, I've always been a big fan of the unexplained. There's something exciting there, you know? A sense that life is more interesting, more mysterious than we've been raised to believe.
So what, you just stumbled across the Assassins?
No. I found the Templars first, actually. Abstergo is a big company. It's too big, which means there were slip-ups, you know, like that mess they're having right now with the fluoride. Only I was tracking this stuff years ago. I must have been, what, 14? 15?
You knew Abstergo was a Templar company?
No, not at first. I just knew they were up to no good, and I figured maybe I could do something about it. So I started digging up everything I could on the company, posting stuff to news groups, trying to spread the word, looking for people who might have stories to tell.
You must have gotten Abstergo's attention.
Well, fortunately, I got Rebecca's first. Otherwise, I'd probably be at the bottom of a river.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she tried to warn me, told me I was messing with the wrong kind of people.
And what did you do?
I thought you were mental.
But now you know better.
Yep, now I know you're just a bit mental.
Long story short, I saved his ass. Multiple times. Should have dropped him and let Abstergo have their way.
Listen to you, trying to be all badass.
So what happened?
I have a gift, Desmond. I have a gift for seeing things, making connections. Like your eagle vision, you know? Only useful.
We offered him a place with us.
Yes, you did, yeah. The alternative? A life on the run from the most powerful organization on the planet. I decided to prolong my life. I'm eccentric like that, so I signed up. I've been doing research and analysis for them ever since. Best part is, I love it.
Actor by the name of Danny Wallace. I actually really enjoy him, and on his Twitter.
What's this for?
I'm keeping tabs on the other teams.
Other teams?
The
so
Templars
much
have been
so
hunting
that I
down
like
the
this
pieces of
character that I
Eden
started
using the
following
map they
voice
got from
actor
you at
after.
Abstergo.
Probably the
Luckily,
only voice
Lucy has
actor
provided
I
us with a
follow
copy as well,
from the
allowing us
series.
to pursue them.
No,
How's
I'll
that
take that
working
back.
out?
I'm
So
pretty
far,
sure
so
I
good.
follow.
If they find even one of those
Kristen
pieces,
Bell.
we're gonna have problems.
Oh, you're picking up on that, are you? That is why we're training you. Once you've acquired the necessary skills, we'll be able to send you into the field.
And what about you? Why aren't you out there?
I'm not out there because my expertise lies in other areas. And to be honest, I prefer it that way. But make no mistake, Desmond. I'm an assassin through and through. I've killed before. I expect to kill again. It's just that I prefer not to.
You must be done. Let's go talk to Rebecca, who's checking on the server bank. Oh no, she's on her computer. I wonder if she's a PC or a Mac girl. It's hard to tell.
Hey, nice work today. You're a natural.
Thanks. It's definitely getting easier. I gotta say, after all the crap I went through at Abstergo, it's nice to be with the good guys.
Good guys. Let's not get carried away.
What's that supposed to mean?
In case you've forgotten, Rebecca, we're assassins. I can look it up for you if you like. Basically, it means we assassinate people.
Only when we have to.
It's a choice. You're choosing to kill.
I haven't killed anyone.
No, not yet. But what do you think all this is for? Eh? You think Lucy's giving you Ezio's abilities so you can build schools in South America and deliver rice to starving Indonesians? What are you, Desmond, a vegan? You'd be the first vegan assassin in history.
Look, it's not ideal. And taking a life is never easy. But sometimes, there's no other way. Sometimes, Desmond, people have to die for things to change.
She's got a point. But don't fool yourself into thinking you have no say. I mean, isn't that what we're all about here? Safeguarding free will?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it into a whole big thing.
That's cool. So, how's she treating you?
The translation software is still a bit laggy. You're probably catching the odd bit of Italian. Sorry about that.
No worries. Abstergo's machine wasn't perfect either. And the subtitles? Definitely a big plus.
I like how they rolled that into lore. That little looks like I can't do it. Let's see if I swear I remember a cutscene where he ate a burger here. But don't remember. Maybe it was a nap. I don't remember. Alright, let's go talk to Lucy. See how well this goes. Yay, we'll finally run. That almost made me dizzy.
So what's the plan?
She really should have changed her shirt.
We're gonna see what you've managed to retain. Come on.
Oh, I'm not walking.
Abstergo's out there, looking for us. They're better funded and better equipped, so it's only a matter of time before they find this place. We need to be ready for them when they do. I want you to activate the warehouse's defense system. I'll let you figure out how to reach the sensors.
Oh, come on. Not even a hint?
Open your eyes, Desmond.
He's there, on him!
Lucy? I'm seeing things.
Do the hallucinations last longer than 30 seconds?
No.
Then it's nothing to be worried about. It'll pass.
You can see the little red spots. Those are the sensors. Not helpful.
So, how am I doing?
You've picked up every single one of Ezio's skills. The adoption rate is fantastic. Another day or two and we'll be done.
Except he's hallucinating like no other. Where's the ladder?
Alright, you gotta tell me. Why Ezio? Why Italy? I mean, we could have just gone back to Altair again. Followed him during his early years.
It started with 16.
Ah, good old Subject 16. He repainted my room, you know. With his blood.
I'd been going through his files. Vidic flagged a couple of his Animus sessions. A bunch of different ancestors, different dates and locations. Ancient Africa, the Middle East. But towards the end, he became obsessed with Italy. I think he knew about the vault.
That's the first you hear about
A few
the
of the
vault.
records of his later Animus sessions are missing. And the sessions that are there... After everything the Templars put him through, after everything I put him through, it's all scrambled. If we hadn't pushed 16 so hard, we'd have the answers already. And maybe he'd still be alive.
So you're after the Codex and the Vault.
I knew you had an ancestor in Italy who was at the center of all of this.
I'm missing one, but I don't remember where it is. That one's green. There it is. I think. At least I think I'm only missing this one. Clearly I was wrong. I always forget where they all
Over here,
are.
Desmond.
Oh, maybe I'm not wrong.
All right, I think we're done for the day. You should get some rest.
Lucy, what happened to 16 wasn't your fault. You were just as much a prisoner as I was.
Thanks. Good night, Desmond. I'm glad you're here.
Alright, let's go get back in the Animus. And that will be the end of this recording, this playthrough. Oh, what's going on here? Horses! Phantom horses. I can't move. I think this is a loading screen. Definitely an autosave point.
What the hell? What is this? Where am I?
Looks like Acre.
It's... That must be his target. I must have passed out. Just having some kind of weird dream. Going without sleep for who knows how long. Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
No. Hey, looks like where we killed, Sabrand. Nope. Uh-oh. There's the target. Surprised that, knight didn't do a dang thing. Up we go. Nice. Thanks, lady. Still only leads with that left hand.
It's the woman from Acre. What's her name? Maria.
Yeah, meet her, not her, bud.
I wonder what he wants with her. Whoa.
Better in Damascus.
Right. Wasn't expecting
Well,
that.
that's not completely true. And it wasn't Damascus. You met her in Assassin's Creed in Jerusalem, but they met each other before that. Long story.
Wait a second. Why aren't I following Altair? I'm stuck here with Maria? Oh, shit. That must be... This is
Dun dun dun. That's when his genetic material got passed along to Maria. If you know what I mean. Alright.
Sorry to barge in on you like this, but it's getting late and we were... Hey, you okay?
Yeah, all good. Weird dreams, that's all.
Alright. I'll let you get ready. See you in a few.
Try talking with everybody before we hop
Ah, good of you to join us.
Sorry, long night.
What a professional approach.
Leave him alone.
Well, you'll forgive me if I want to get some actual work done. Madness, isn't it?
Sean, please, that's enough.
All right.
Hey.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You sure?
We lost 2 more teams last night. That's 8 more of us, just... gone.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do anymore. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Hey, remember what you told me? You gotta have faith. And look, here we are, safe and sound.
For how long? And when they find us, then what?
When that happens, if that happens, we'll deal with it. I'll keep you safe.
Anyway, enough with my little breakdown. I should get back to work. And so should you.
Well, we're gonna try to talk to you again. No? How about you? Nope. At least this one doesn't get that, don't you want to go to sleep, Desmond? Kind of crap. No, they're just like, I'm ignoring you, bro. Alright, so let's hop in the Animus 2.0. I don't remember if we watch him get poked again or not. No, just straight in. I wonder if they took enough blood if they, anyway, that's the end of Sequence 6 and today's playthrough. And we will talk again soon. I hope you have a great night.